As one of the largest groups within the LGBTQ+ community, lesbians have had a really long history of flags and symbols to represent them. There's some I'm sure you've seen before and some you probably haven't, and we're gonna cover as many as we can today, so let's dive in. Alright, so the first documented pride flag for the lesbian community was designed by Sean Campbell in 1999. Published in a 2000 issue of the Palm Springs Gay and Lesbian Times, the Labrys lesbian flag, as it was called, was part of a series where Sean designed flags for different subgroups within the queer community. This flag had a lavender background, which was drawn from the poetry of Sappho, and in the center of that is an inverted black triangle. This is another one of those reclaimed symbols because the Nazis used this triangle to represent what they called antisocial women.
More like antisocial towards men, am I right?
Inside of that triangle is a double-headed axe, which is a mythological weapon called a Labrys, which was used by the mythical Amazons. This symbol had already been adopted by lesbian feminists in the 1970s. As kick-ass as this flag may seem on its face, it never really gained enough traction. And recently it's been adopted by TERFs, or trans-exclusionary radical feminists, which has caused many to steer clear of any association with this flag anymore. The next flag to come onto the scene is what we call the lipstick lesbian flag, which had 7 horizontal stripes with a nice lipstick smooch up there in the top corner. These stripes were a gradient from pink to white to pink, and they definitely feel like Gilbert Baker's rainbow flag that had come out decades earlier, and I think it felt a lot more like a pride flag. The lipstick flag also faced some resistance because some within the community felt that it leaned too heavily into the femininity side. So in 2015, we start seeing a variation on DeviantArt called the pink flag, which is just the lipstick flag without the lipstick. But once again, this flag still felt a little bit too femme, and it never really gained enough traction. During the internet's search for a lesbian flag that truly represented the entire community, Emily Gwen posted a design on Tumblr in 2018. Her design, sometimes referred to as the sunset lesbian flag, has the similar pink gradient on the bottom, but has an orange gradient on the top. The meanings that she gave to each stripe are gender nonconformity, independence, community, unique relationship to womanhood, serenity and peace, love and sex, and femininity. Even though the sunset lesbian flag was never announced as official, insofar as any pride flag can become official without governing bodies over sexualities, this design was adopted quickly by the lesbian community and spread faster than any before. Gwen's design was simplified from 7 stripes to 5 stripes at some point after, making it a little bit more similar to other pride flags within the LGBTQ+ community. The 5-stripe version seems to be the most accepted version now, but you'll see all of the variations and even all of the historical flags still in use. We at Flags for Good use the 5-stripe version in all of the lesbian pride flags, stickers, pins, and patches that we make. While you can definitely spot them at pride festivals and parades, the sunset lesbian flag can also be seen on online avatars and dotting flagpoles around the world, especially on Lesbian Visibility Day, which is every April 26th. This is part of our larger series where we are explaining the experiences and symbols of the LGBTQ+ community. If you found this interesting or helpful, head over to our YouTube and subscribe, and of course, go to flagsforgood.com for more. I'm Michael from Flags for Good. I'll see you next time.
It didn't hurt their ego.
Right, it didn't hurt their ego. Oh no, they were just antisocial. They're still probably into me.
Well,
that's men, yeah.